Yo, what up, guys? It's been a minute. I haven't been live in. Yo, I haven't been live in forever. Yo, wait, hold on. Let me check. Just give me a second. Let me check if I'm actually streaming. Cause yo, I've been going through a lot with Streamlabs behind the scenes. That's been mostly the reason why I haven't been streaming for the past few days. It's because of Streamlabs. On Friday, I wasn't really available. On Friday, I was busy. Uh, I'm streaming early now because there's a video I'm supposed to record after this. So I wanna do the trading plan, and then after the trading plan, I'm going to what time is Sundowns playing? Isn't it the Club World Cup today? What time is Sundowns playing? I'm gonna have a look at that real quick. So yeah, man. Let's get into it. So this past week, I think we only had a couple of setups. We were here on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Thursday, Friday, we weren't able to have a session because Thursday, because of Streamlabs, Friday, I was not available. But I promise we're coming back strong for this upcoming week. We're gonna definitely come back strong, man. We're gonna definitely come back with a lot of purpose and a whole lot of reasons to be fucking up shit, you know what I'm saying? And yo guys, I'll be appreciating the questions y'all be dropping in the videos. I will be addressing most of them. I will be addressing most of them today. I will be addressing most of them today. So today what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be journaling on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then we're gonna backtest Thursday and Friday to see what would have happened had we been there on Thursday. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So the first thing we're gonna start with journaling what happened Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Okay, no. Stream is fine. I'm checking everything. The stream is fine, unless the audio might be messed up. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but like I'm genuinely I'm up to like here with Streamlabs, right? I'm tired of Streamlabs, gang. I ain't even gonna hold you. Bro. I'm tired of Streamlabs. I'm tired of Streamlabs. I've had it, bro. I've had it with Streamlabs. What am I looking at? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go back to Monday, right? Just give me a second, y'all. Just give me a few seconds. I'm be right there with y'all. I'm gonna be right there with you guys. I'm gonna be with you guys. So on Monday we had a 1-2. We caught a young 1-2. It was a brilliant it was a brilliant trade that we caught on Monday, because on Monday we had said we're gonna be focusing on opposite trades from here on out. But we actually caught this one. So let's record this, man. Let's record this. Let's not even waste time. So Monday, what day was it on Monday? The 9th of June. The 9th of June, 2025. 25. And then the position and lot size, one position of 0.8. The market was Xauusd. The instrument, okay, what would we change? I think here we said I'm going to be focusing on the momentum swing, which was this right here. I said I was going to focus on the momentum swing because this trend line and the one at the bottom were both messed up. So because they're both messed up, as you can see here, there's no indicator confirmation right here, but there's only one here. There's only one indicator confirmation right there. And as you can see, this was already broken and all those other stories, thus categorizing both these trend lines as messed up trend lines with a momentum swing. So we entered this as a momentum swing. So I'm going to say the instrument was a momentum swing plus 2 week trend lines. 2 week trend lines. The time frame that we entered on, I think we entered on, because this is the 5 minute time frame, so we must have entered on the 1 minute time frame. So 1 minute time frame. We must have entered on the 1 minute because we entered taking this thing long, and as you can see here, there's no bullish indicator confirmation. The session, New York session. The forecast was bullish. What was the entry? Just a second. Why is this thing not updating? What was the entry? I think the entry must have been like, come on now. Entry is supposed to be here somewhere. So that's 3319. Let's look at the stop loss. 3319. The entry was 3319. Our target, obviously the first target is a 1 to 2. So from 3319 we add 16, which is plus 2 8 points, so which is plus 16. So 3319 plus 16, 19 plus 16 is 30 how much? 35, right? I think it's 35. So 3335, because it's 1, that's 20, that's 30, that's, yeah, it's 35. Okay, our second take profit, I think I did have a second take profit, but I'm not going to write it down because it didn't push that far. We only got a 1 to 2. How much was our stop loss? I think our stop loss was like 3311. That was our stop loss. No, did it hit our stop loss? No, this trade didn't hit our stop loss. Wait, I just messed up. Okay, I just hit, yeah. The profit, how much was our profit? Our profit was our take profit 1. It hit our take profit 1, so that's cool. It didn't go further than that, so was this trade a profit or loss? It was a profit. So because it was a profit, we didn't need to enter the stop loss trade, right? Because this trade was a profit, right? As you can see, it hit our first take profit, which is this, like I said, 3335. It hit our first take profit. So because it hit our first take profit, we wouldn't have entered the stop loss trade right here. So moving on, let's go to Monday. Let's go to Tuesday. Whew. You know, I haven't been having the best of luck with these threes, bro. With the 3 setups, I haven't been having the best of luck. Cause even last week, the 3 setups haven't been performing that well. Let me check my trading plan. But as far as I'm concerned, these 3 setups haven't been doing so good. As far as I'm concerned, these 3 setups haven't really been doing so good. So last week, the previous week, right, from the 2nd of June, we had a 3 setup. And that 3 setup was a bearish setup. It hit our stop loss. So that was a loss. We also had a 3 setup on the 3rd of June, which was on a Tuesday. That also hit our stop loss. Right? And then, wait, hold on. Yeah, that also hit our stop loss. And then we also had another 3 setup on Wednesday. That is the 4th of June. That was also a 3 setup. It was bearish. This one was a profitable trade. This one was profitable. So right now, the ratio of 3s based on last week is a 1 to 3, right? Right now, the ratio on 3s is a 1 to 3. So every 1 in 3 is going to be profitable and the 2 are going to be unprofitable. So right now, because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this one, we had a 3 on Tuesday. And then we also had another 3 on Wednesday, right? and this one was also not profitable. So I don't right now. I don't really know how to move about what I just learned regarding the threes, because it's either I completely stop trading the threes, or um it's either I completely stop trading the threes, or I need more precision when I trade the threes. And I don't know how I would really move in that sense, you know. I genuinely don't want to lie to you. I don't know what to do right now with the threes. So for now, I think I'm gonna journal, and I think because last week wasn't really the best week. I mean, this week that we are currently in wasn't really the best week, because I didn't trade on Thursday and Friday, so I can't really have um uh, uh um what's the word that I'm looking for? Can't really have a complete. I can't have a conclusion on what to do with the threes yet. So I think I'm gonna give them one more week, which is this upcoming week, and then after this upcoming week, I'll be able to discern whether I should keep moving forward, find a solution, or I should just pull back. You know, yeah. So with that being said, um, Tuesday, Tuesday, the 10th of June, 25, one position of 0.8 lots, market XAU USD, instrument. What's the instrument? Oh, the three. It was a three. It was a three. It was a three. I'm gonna have to analyze and see what went wrong. I'll do that in a second. So, now what we have to do, we have to check where our entry was, what time frame did we enter based on, because obviously if this is a three, we look for the first retracement going down, right? So it was right here, and this indicator was obviously not on the 5 minutes, so it had to be on the 1 minute time frame. 1 minute time frame. Wait, I think this is also something I'm gonna have to analyze. Let me just go through it real quickly. It seems like, so from the three setups from last week, two of them were taken based off the 5 minute time frame. One was taken based off the 1 minute time frame. So I was gonna say I think probability increases when I use the 5 minute time frame, but I think for now I'm gonna be indifferent to the 1 minute and 5 minute, because it seems like both are still producing the same results. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. 1 minute time frame. The session was a New York session. What was the forecast? Wait. Oh yeah, that was bullish. So this forecast is bearish. Bearish forecast. What was the entry? Just a second. What was the entry? The entry was somewhere here, right? No. Yeah, 3327. 3327. 3327. That was the entry. What was the target? You know, we're always looking for 1 to 2. So the target must have been like 3310. 3310. That was our first take profit. What was our stop loss? 3327 minus 8. Or plus 8. 3335. Was this trade a profit or a loss? What was this trade? Well, this trade was a loss, right? This trade really messed me up, bro, because it, and then it came back here. So yeah, this trade was a loss. It hit our stop loss. How much did this trade move into profits? So from 227, from 3227 to 320, that's like a plus 7 point movement. It moved only 7 points into profits, so that's like break even. Barely break even, but more or less break even. Was this trade a profit or loss? It was a loss. Would we have taken the stop loss entry? Yeah, we would have. Could have taken the stop loss entry right here. Wait, what was the reason for this thing to not hit? Wait, let me do this. I want to check something, because you can see on the 5 minute we have this right here, and then we can do this. All right, so we could have had that. So now, what was the reason for the first trade? What was the reason for this trade, the first one? What was the reason for that trade to hit stop loss? I'm gonna have to think a bit here, because I could say it was just a stop hunt. It looks like it was just a stop hunt, but it looks like it genuinely was a stop hunt. And I don't even want to, like, I'm not making this up. This literally was a stop for this trade in particular. Let me zoom in so you can see what exactly I'm referring to. For this trade in particular, the reason this trade became a loss is because of this stop hunt right here. As you can see, it literally went to a stop loss and then it continued down. So I think for this one, I'm going to write the reason as a stop hunt. However, as you can clearly see, the second trade also went into losses, right? After going into profits dismally, it went into losses. But I think the reason why this thing continued going up is because of this trend line right here. It's because of that trend line right here. So I don't know how to really express that. I'm trying to see the relevance of that trend line. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna write the stop hunt as the reason. I think I'm just gonna write the stop hunt as the reason. Stop hunt as the reason, right? So stop loss entry. Yes, we had a stop loss entry. Was the stop loss entry profitable? It didn't hit our wants to, because usually with the stop loss entry, I always make provision to make back what I lost. So let me show you instead of just blabbing. Usually with the stop loss entry, this is the stop loss entry. Usually with this entry, I make provision to make back what I lost here, right? Up until there. And then from there, we continue with the 1 to 2, right? So as you can see, had you have entered here, we would have made back that, we would have broke even, and then you would have gotten a 1 to 2. We wouldn't have gone all the way to a 1 to 3, right? So I don't know how I should write that. Do I write that as a profitable trade, or do I just say break even? I think I'm just gonna say break even, because I don't want to claim profitability. I don't want to claim profitability, you know. So I'm gonna just write this down as a break even trade. I'm gonna say profit break even. In brackets, I'm gonna say break even. Right. And mind you, the whole break even thing is a very let me search how to use this word before I just use it incorrectly. Okay, so that's not what this word means. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, mind you, that the whole idea of trying to trade a break even trend, like a break even trade, is very, I don't know, in the moment, you're more likely not to follow through with a break-even trade in the moment. You probably in the moment want to go for the profitability, you know. I record the I'm sorry. I take record of the break-even trades because I want to see if I should continue focusing on 1 to 3s, 1 to 2s, or should I minimize my vision and focus on 1 to 1s, you know. So that's why I take note of break-even trades. Break-even trades are usually like a 1 to 1. I personally don't like 1 to 1s because I feel like 1 to 1s are a very, hey man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. 1 to 1s are very lengthy. It takes a whole lot longer to see what you're working towards with a 1 to 1 than with increased ratio, right? So yeah, but anyway, my point is that's why I record the break even trades. So yeah, I was gonna say tumultuous, but tumultuous doesn't mean what I was trying to say. Tumultuous means it's a very confusing or excited or disorderly. Like it just doesn't make sense. You know, I think tumultuous is more of something that doesn't really, it's very loud and it doesn't make sense. So it doesn't really relate to what I'm talking about right now. So hey, you guys better watch out, man. Better watch out for people telling you big words and you don't know what those big words mean. Okay, yeah, I was busy journaling. So I said profitability. And then how much did that trade move into profits? It moved plus, how much did this trade move into profits? So from 3335, right? 3335 up until 3315. So that's a 20 pip movement. It moved 20 points into profit. So that's all the way a 1 to 2. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thursday. Let's go to Wednesday. I mean, not Thursday. Witness. I'm not gonna witness day 11th of June. This trade also messed me up. This trade messed me up, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. 11th of June 2025, one position of 0.8 lots. One position of 0.88 lots Xauusd. Wait. Oh yeah. So what was the instrument for this trade? What was the instrument for this trade? What was the instrument? Okay, I think I'm going to use this trade for my example. I think I'm going to use this trade for my example. There's a video I'm going to drop after this live that has to do with leveraging. I want to show you guys something. I'm not teaching you guys. I am showing you guys. I'm showing you guys something interesting based on leveraging, and I think I'm going to use this example. Okay, so what was the instrument for this trade? The instrument meaning what was it that I was looking at that made me want to trade this trade right here? So as you can clearly see, this is a 3. This is definitely a 3. So I'm gonna say 3. Okay, what was the time frame I entered this on? I think it was more of a, looks like more of a 5-minute time frame. I'm not certain. Actually, yeah, it looks like a 5-minute time frame, as you can see from that. So it's 5 minutes. So let's see a 5-minute time frame. The session, New York session. What was the forecast? Bullish. Was a bullish forecast. How do I change to all caps? I forgot how to do this. I used to know how to do this, man. Come on now. was that only on Word? Nah, it should be here too. Okay, you know what? I'll just rewrite it because I don't know what's this thing's problem. Bullish, right? What was our entry? Entry was 3339, 3339. That was our entry. What was our target? So 333. So 3339 plus 16, right? So that's 40. So 40 plus 15 is 55. 3355. 3355. Target, that was our target 1. Our target 2, did I have a target 2 for this one? I did. So our target 2 was 3364. That was our target 2. That was our target 2. Okay. What was our stop loss for this one? I think 3339 minus 8, so 3331. 3331. Did this trade hit our stop loss? Yes, it did hit our stop loss. Was this trade a profit or how much did this trade move into profits? It didn't move much. I think it's like a 2-point movement. That's like a 4-point movement. Okay. That's 4 points into profits. Was this trade a profit or a loss? It was a loss. Was this trade a profit or a loss? It was a loss. Was this trade a profit or a loss? It was a loss. Okay, I was still journaling. It was a loss. What was the reason for this thing hitting our stop loss? So I want to say stop hunt, but look at this. I want to say stop hunt, right? Stop hunt meaning it would have came here and then it would have gone back up, but it didn't do that. It went all the way until there. So I think the reason is there was I think that the reason here would probably be there was a major trend line. There was a major trend line. This is going to be our reason. There was a major trend line. Now I'm looking for... Nah, I don't think I want to do all that. Yeah, I think there was a major trend line. Yeah, I think I'm just going to say major trend line. I think that's what I'm going to say. Okay, so what about our stop loss entry? Our stop loss entry also was a loss. It didn't even move into profits. I don't think it did move into profits. No, it didn't. Okay, so that's it for our Monday to Friday, our Monday to Wednesday trades. That's everything I've journaled. So because this week wasn't that interesting, me personally, I don't feel like I should be posting these results on my Reddit, but you know what, out of transparency, I think I will. Win or lose, I will share my results. And then yeah, so the reason why I was really upset of what happened on Wednesday, as you can see, it literally came here and then it freaking went all the way into direction, bro. But this happens, bro. This happens. It's just a matter of how you come back from it, right? So the one last thing I want to do before I end stream, I want to backtest. How I'm going to backtest right now, I'm going to set out ground rules for backtesting. I can't look at any trend formation pre 1630. So I'm going to go to 1630. Right? So 1630 was around here. Right? I'm going to go 1630. Let's do this. I'm going to draw this line, 1630. Okay, I'm gonna put this there, right? Then I'm gonna form trend lines. Let me see. Is there another trend line I could have mixed somewhere here? Okay, you can clearly see that take profit was taken. Okay, now I'm gonna look for confirmations here. I don't see one on the 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go to the 1 minute time frame. Come on, give me something. We're gonna come this way. We're gonna say, as you can clearly see, there's a confirmation right here. So we'll take this. This increases the probability of this trend line. This decreases the probability of this trend line because if we have a confirmation up here, but we don't have one down there. Okay, let's go to 5 minutes. Maybe we'll see something interesting. Okay, now that just completely canceled that out. What did I do now? Dude, this nigga's time, bro. What is this?
Do you want to drink or you want nothing?
No, I don't want anything, Wendell.
Okay. I'm not going to tell a lie for you and anything. Anything you tell me you're fine, then I'm not going to give you anything.
What are you going to wear for school tomorrow?
Tomorrow is not school.
Who says so? Oh yeah, tomorrow isn't school. Oh, okay. Oh, Tata, take your food. Take your fridge in now. Take your
fridge.
This food and put in the fridge at home, in the house.
Okay. Look. If I reset that glass, what I'm going to do?
Pick it up.
No, I'm not going to pick it up anyway. When it broke, I'm not going to pick it up. No.
Okay, thank you, Kay. Go put your food away.
Okay. Now what I'm going to say to you.
No.
I love you.
I don't love you. Bye bye. I'm joking. I love you. Bye bye, London.
Bye.
I love you now. Love you now.
Love you.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Okay, like I was saying, I think I saw a confirmation on the 5 minute time frame. Yeah, this is good. Let me delete this one. So this strengthened, oh my word, this strengthened this trend line, right? That strengthened that trend line, giving us a reason to take this thing up, right? Giving us a reason to take this thing up. Since it was 16:30, I would have probably looked for indicator confirmation to take this thing, to continue taking this thing up after. So somewhere here, I would have looked for confirmation to continue taking this thing up. I see two. I see one right here. I see another one right here. I'm just marking these. I wouldn't have taken those, but I'm just marking them. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's see what we would have found on the 1 minute time frame. Heavy. I think indicator confirmation right here. I would have really been in mixed feelings about this trade because I would have seen that And I mean, you can't even do something like this here. Or you could have done that. Alright, you could have done this. You could have done something like this, and then you could have said, but then this would mean I would have to look for more confirmations around this trend line, right? I would have had to look for more confirmations around this trend line. Would have found one here. I would have found, okay, I wouldn't have kept that one. That one is also a bit too far. That one would have been there, but this would have already immediately broken this, and it would have given me the idea that this thing is gonna go down. So would have started looking for reasons to take this thing down. I would have found a reason to take it down somewhere here. Would have found a reason to take it down there. I would have also found a reason to take it down somewhere here. But I wouldn't have had a reason here. So because of that, I would have waited. Unless we go to the 5 minute and we get... No, I wouldn't have taken this thing down there. I wouldn't have taken this thing down. I probably would have. I don't know. I don't think I would have caught this upward momentum. I honestly don't think I would have caught this upward momentum. I honestly don't think I would have caught this upward momentum. I think I would have messed up. So I'm not gonna claim anything from this trade. I'm not gonna claim anything from this trade. I'm not gonna claim and say, yo, I would have taken it down or I would have taken it. I'm not gonna claim, because it's very hard for me to see, and it's very hard for me to make up my mind, because here I would have really been convinced that this is a momentum swing, right? I would have wanted to take this thing down, but the only problem why I wouldn't have taken that thing down is because of the lack of an indicator confirmation here. Because remember, a momentum swing is also just a bunch of straight lines. So because of the fail to give us that there, I would have really thought about it before doing that. Or that would have given us that. This would have been tough. This would have ended up being a 3. See, had I peeped that, I would have started doing this now. Then that would have happened. Then this would have ended up being a 3. Now this being a 3 would have completely changed everything. Because now I would have looked for the retracement to take this thing up. So now we're looking for the first point where we can, so we would have found that retracement right there. And then we would have said 8 points. I'm just going to focus on the 8 points. Would have said 8 points. I think that's more or less. Probably more. I need something less. So that's more or less what we would have. Okay. Seems like we might, depending on how everything would have happened, we might have caught this, taking it long. Right. We might have caught this, taking it long. Let me stretch it just so you guys can see it. Okay, so this was Thursday. Let's go to Friday. Friday, there was basically no type of movement, so trust me, I really don't want to, but because I'm really trying to improve, I'm going to look for what I would have done here. So the first thing I would have seen this momentum swing. Why is it messing me up, bro? The first thing I would have done is see this momentum swing. Right? That's the first thing I would have done. Let me put in another line for 1630. 1630 is around here. More exactly there. I would have put in that there. Let me see from down here if I could have created something. I could have forced. No, I don't need that. I could have forced something like this. Could have done something like that. Right? Is it still below that? Yes, it's still below that. So I would have seen that and I would have thought, okay, this thing has a high probability of going back up. So because it's really trying to go back up, I think at 1630 I would have looked for a reason to take this thing up and I would have found it probably there. And then I would have done this. So I think this would have been Friday's trade. So from what I'm seeing, and this is really the reason why I'm not journaling. This is really the reason why I'm not journaling Friday's trades. Friday and Thursday's trades. Because right now it's all hypothetical, bro. I don't know at 1630, maybe I wouldn't have felt like this, you know. But right now, this is what I'm seeing. Right now, deadass, this is what I'm seeing for sure. So it seems like on Thursday and Friday, we probably could have came back, you know, from the losses from Tuesday and Wednesday. But I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Anyway, yeah, this is the reason why I'm not journaling these, because like I said, I don't like backtesting because backtesting, you assume a lot, man. You find reasons that will prove you right instead of going along with what you're seeing. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this live right here. Oh, let me check. Let me check the chat. Let me check the shots. Okay, there's nothing in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna end this live right here. I'm gonna post those 3 entries on Reddit, and then I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. It's Reddit. I mean, Streamlabs has been giving me hell, bro. Okay, there's no new chat. So I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, man. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow.